Hey folks, joining Lone Oak Survival. Welcome back to the whole series we're doing here. If you're new, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and comment down below, guys. It helps my channel out. If you're old veteran viewer, guys, thank you for sticking around and sharing, liking, commenting down below, guys. So let's get into this whole thing. Medical. What is this stuff that we're going to throw in our backpacks, whether it's a get-home bag situation or bug-out bag situation? We're going to be carrying the rudimentary hygiene stuff. At least I hope you guys are carrying this stuff. We'll have some trauma stuff, and obviously a little boo-boo Band-Aid kit for first aid stuff, true first aid stuff. Now, that being said, we're going to get into the trauma stuff. I have my EMT rip-away pouch here, guys. This is set up in the formation of the MARCH algorithm, okay? MARCH stands for massive bleeding, airway, respiration, circulation, head and heat, okay? That's what that stands for. This bag addresses most, if not all, of those issues. Now, that being said, an EMT rip-away pouch, guys, is made by a plethora of different manufacturers. The only difference really is the quality of the material and the stitching, so choose accordingly. How this works, though, if you guys don't know, you have it attached to your belt or the MOLLE webbing on your backpack. Hit the buckle right there to get it off, and then you can just rip away from the actual back panel here. So that's how you get it off, and you can bring it in front of you, or you can take it to a loved one. Now, this is a little bit bigger than an IFAC. This is what I call an AIFAC, Advanced Individual First Aid Kit. Not only is there more advanced stuff in here, but it can treat a multitude of people, So, that being said, guys, one modification I really did was replace the old cordage here for the zippers. I put Blaze Orange instead of that, I think it was Ranger Green or Coyote Tan, one of the two. But I replaced that so it's more visible to people who don't know my medical system. They're like, oh, here's the zippers, I can open it up. Because when people get into stressful situations, you get kind of tunnel vision. So let's open this up, guys. We'll talk about what's inside of it. I'm not going to go terribly in depth with it, just kind of a overview of everything in here. So that being said, open it up. We got massive bleeding control. So we got our tourniquets, legit cat tourniquets, guys. Make sure you're buying real tourniquets, not some cheap Chinese knockoff. Real tourniquets. Okay, I carry two here, one in the small pouch of my backpack, and usually one in my back pocket, but that's my son's bag right now. But anyways, point being is I would like to carry a tourniquet for each limb. So 4 tourniquets, period. And that's what they're for. They're for the limbs, not the junctional areas. We'll address that in a minute. When you have your tourniquet in here, guys, make sure you set them up so you can just quickly deploy them like so. In case someone is bleeding out, seconds count. You want to be able to address that bleed that's life-threatening rather quickly. Now, along with that, guys, if you do have a little bit of time, I'd throw on some gloves because you don't know if that person has something they can give to you, like hepatitis C, for example. You don't know if they have bloodborne pathogens. Again, on the flip side, you want to protect your patient from yourself, so put on gloves because instead of going over there touching with your dirty, nasty hands, especially in the wild doing bushcraft stuff, you're touching all sorts of different dirty stuff, go over, touch an open wound, you give that person a nasty infection. Put on some gloves. Along with that, guys, I carry some little Band-Aids in here, but more importantly, I carry big gauze pads, Surgi pads, and non-stick gauze pads. That way, I can have more effective bleeding control in different areas of the body. Now, if it comes to the point where, okay, I need, say, some powder or junctional wound, I have some quick clot immune gauze and some quick clot powder. Now, the thing with quick clot, though, if you know the person has a shellfish allergy, you got to be careful using that stuff because it contains shellfish. That's why I also opt to carry Celox in here, or Celox, whatever you guys want to call it. But I carry little packets of that too because it doesn't contain shellfish, therefore it's safe for that. Also, I carry some pain control. Tylenol, 500 milligram, guys. Along with that, I carry some Aleve. Just knockoff brand stuff. It's really all the same if you read the bottle. Now, junctional bleeds, like we mentioned, guys, I carry gauze rolls. Just little ones. That way I can use them to wrap somebody's eyes up in case you get an eye injury, something flew in there. Or say they got a nasty laceration on the arm. You can wrap that up after you clean it out, and you can put the gauze roll on there, and then you can use the ACE wrap to create the pressure on that arm so you don't have to sit there and hold it manually. You can actually let that sit there. I mean, granted, I'd hold it manually anyways. Just extra pressure is better. But you sit there and use the ACE wrap for that. Or junctional bleeds in the armpit or the groin or the neck area, the head even, or if they sprain their wrist, their knee, their ankle, it gives extra support and comfort. So a multitude of things you can use gauze rolls, gauze pads, and ACE wraps for, guys. It's just really up to your imagination. Now, some more serious stuff, guys. Yeah, hyphen vent chest seals, guys. Just in case it's a puncture wound to the chest cavity, they're getting a pneumothorax, you want to seal it off. Now, there's actually two chest seals in here. There's a front and the back, if need be. But there's also the two plastic pieces that guard the sticky side and the outside, I guess, packaging, this gray stuff, guys. Okay, so that's 6 chest seals per unit. Why? Because we're going to carry some Gorilla tape with us. That's really sticky stuff. It works well if there's blood or sweat, guys. It really does. So you can sit there and use the packaging itself for extra chest seals if you need be. So I carry 12 chest seals right here alone. That's a good deal for 26 bucks. Now, that being said, this is definitely a more advanced skill, guys, and I would definitely get professional training on how to use this stuff anyways. But decompression needles, okay? ARS needles from North American Rescue. I really like that company, as you guys can tell. It does come with instruction, guys, but training by a professional organization and or a professional person is key. In our EMT class that we took, we had a paramedic come by. They're just kind of hanging out, and they're like, hey, you guys want to learn how to use these? And we're like, sure, why not? Because a lot of the students I was with were going on to be doctors and whatnot, so he showed us. Awesome dude. I would never use this on an actual, say, random person in the street. My family, sure. Random person in the street, probably not. Why? Because, well, Good Samaritan laws only go so far. So know those laws, understand them, and even talk to a lawyer if you have to. Some triple antibiotic ointment, guys. Again, for a boo-boo first aid kit, but also if you get like a nasty cut or something like that, you can actually help keep infection at bay with this triple antibiotic ointment. Along with that, guys, we're going to irrigate a nasty big cut with a small syringe if we can carry one of these, or a bigger one, depending on what you want to carry. But take some potable water from your canteen, as long as you're not sick. You don't want to use pond scum water or anything like that. Clean water, so if you can drink it, it's generally considered clean. And you can irrigate that wound as many times as you feel necessary to knock out all that bacteria, all that debris, and then you can pat it dry, clean it up, wrap it up, guys, and then you can get that person to first aid, or a first aid station, or you can get them to help, whatever it's going to be. Got some antibiotics in here, guys, from a combat pack, some more gauze pads, and ace wraps, guys. That's why I carry it with me, emergency medicine-wise and pain control-wise, inside my back, inside my EMT rip-away pouch. Sorry. So, that's that, guys. We're going to set this aside. Now, the more mundane, routine stuff, guys, I do want to point this out because some people are, again, they're new. They don't know what's going on. They've never done this stuff before. So, first things first, obviously, wake up in the morning, you want to brush your teeth, right? I hope so. Some commercial toothpaste you can carry with you in these little travel packs, or you can make some kind of organic stuff. I use organic coconut oil along with some activated charcoal and some baking soda in the toothpaste at home. This just has coconut oil and baking soda in it, and I brush my teeth if I want to. On the go or in the morning, at night, whatever it's going to be, guys, just brush your teeth. Now, toothbrushes, okay? Carry 2, carry 4, carry 6, guys. Toothbrushes are worth their weight in gold. You don't want to sit there and go, I'm going to do the Bushman thing and grab a twig off a pine tree or whatever and chew on that to brush my teeth. Okay, what if you get a splinter in your mouth? Now you get an oral infection. That's not fun, especially if you're way, way away from help, or in this case, a shit span situation. Now you kind of just did yourself in. So, that being said, guys, we're going to move on to other things. Keep your body clean. That's very important as well, because if you have a nasty cut and you're just dirty, nasty, and grubby, guess what? That's a higher chance you're getting an infection. So, carry a towel some kind to dry off with, and a towel to wash with. I do also carry a dish rag inside my little H2O bottle pouch inside my backpack, primarily for washing my dishes, but I can use that to bathe myself if I had to, as long as I don't wash my dishes first, obviously. That's just gross. But that's why I carry separate things to actually wash myself. Now, carry soap with you. A little bar of soap like this will go a long way, because you only need a little bit of soap. So, do that. Along with that, guys, we're going to carry some body powder. So if we're more sweaty individuals, despite our size, we can sweat, and well, considering most underwear is either some kind of polyester, and I don't care what people say, polyester underwear does not breathe. It sucks. It just retains the moisture. At least it does for me. But the thing is this, though, cotton underwear does the same thing. And if you're hiking, you're rucking, and you're getting all sweaty and worked up, a lot of that sweat obviously contains sodium, which is salt. It sits there on your skin, next to your skin, because the cotton underwear, for example, and your skin becomes irritated, because it comes moist and then prunes and whatever else, and it just becomes irritated and chafes and rubs together, and that's runner's chafes, guys, in a nutshell. Don't want that. Get some body powder, throw some down there on your nether regions and on your bottom, and it'll help alleviate that problem. Now, also, how you alleviate the problem is pay attention to your body. So if you're getting really sweaty and worked up, and if you have time, I would recommend, if you can, change out your underwear, okay? Underwear and extra socks. Do that. And then take the underwear and dirty socks that you have, either put them inside a plastic bag if you want to, or if you're camping for the night, wash those bad boys, right? Maybe a little soap too. Wash some bad boys, have them laid out to dry next to the fire or whatever it's going to be. But you can do laundry this way on the trail too. You don't have to just carry one pair. You can carry 2, 3 pair, whatever it's going to be, guys. Just carry a pair of extra clothing with you, especially boxers and socks. Now, you want to carry TP with you as well. So, why carry TP? Well, I've used leaves, to be honest, and not to be gross, but I've used leaves before. It's not as comfortable as using TP, right? I carry a whole roll with me for a reason. That being said, I also like to carry hand sanitizer. Just in case I'm on the move, I can't stop, but I need to wash my hands because I just did the deed. I can actually use the spray kind, get that on my hand and wash my hands that way, if you will, or at least disinfect them. Or you use the gel kind. Now, the interesting thing about hand sanitizer is, say you get into poison ivy, you're starting to get that itching, burning, rash type stuff that poison ivy does, or poison sumac, or poison oak, whatever it's going to be, a contact poisonous plant. More than likely, hand sanitizer can neutralize that oil. So you just take a little bit of this, get a little drop or 2 on there, you can rub it into the affected area, and the alcohol inside the hand sanitizer should neutralize that oil. That way it's not going to be as severe, if not going to occur anyways. So keep that in mind. Now, that's practically all I have. I guess the only thing is chest rub, guys. This stuff's amazing as bug dope, emergency bug dope, so you can sit there and put it on yourself, and mosquitoes and flies will leave you alone. Use it for chest decongestion, guys, sore muscles and aches and pains, guys. It does work wonders. You look it up online. So that's basically medical. That's what I carry with me for trauma situations, boo-boo band-aid stuff, guys. Obviously, I carry little band-aids inside my tan pouch on my side here and inside my wallet. But also hygiene, guys, is very important on the trail as well. So thank you for sitting here watching, guys. Sorry about the wind. I can't control the weather. But you guys, thank you for watching. Stay frosty, prep up. Y'all bless. I'll see you in the next one.